My name is Nicholas Pande from the Council of Anglican Provinces of Africa. I lead our efforts on environmental stewardship, where I work closely with the Anglican Alliance. And as the Anglican Church in Africa, our reflections and perspectives on issues of environment more resonate with Lester Brown, who said that we have not inherited the earth from our ancestors, but have borrowed it from our children. This to us means that the way we deal with our environment, the way we relate with our environment, the way we exploit the resources to sustain our life here is from a stewardship perspective rather than from an entitlement perspective. And as a continent, we are at this point concerned with the environmental degradation that is happening. As a church, we are looking at our surrounding, and we are seeing very unsustainable ways of exploiting natural resources. We know that Africa is blessed with a lot of mineral resources. We've got forest resources, and that the way this is being exploited is unsustainable, and it's our concern. We are also concerned with the issues of waste management. Yes, many Africans live in the rural areas, but as urban areas also grow, we are having more populations, and that means that there is a lot of waste, especially the plastic waste, that is becoming a concern because there's a lot of pollution, and that some of this plastic waste actually gets to pollute also the water bodies. So we are having marine life being affected by this because you are having the ocean plastic pollution, which is becoming more rampant, especially in the countries with coastal lines. We are also concerned with the issues of climate change, which has also impacted this continent quite adversely. While in terms of contribution to the greenhouse gases, we'll say that Africa is a low contributor, but the effects and the impacts of climate change has hit Africa the most because the capacities are low, yet the impacts are high. And so we have seen that our agriculture is affected because the rain patterns have become unpredictable. Our health sector is affected because we are having more prevalences, especially diseases like malaria that happens more in warmer areas, and we are now having more warmer environments. We are having a lot of these impacts that is making us concerned as a church. And as we look into this, we are also appreciating God. We thank God that the church is not quiet, the church is not sleeping, but that the church is also awake. While in the communion, we can't say that everyone is at the same level, but at least there are efforts from the different churches. Churches planting trees and promoting conservation of the environment, like in Kenya, in South Sudan, in Burundi, in South Africa, in Malawi. That is happening. And also that the church is pushing itself into the space of changing policy, pushing for change of policy, like in issues of mining in Namibia and issues of single plastic use in Malawi. And as we see this, we are hopeful and more optimistic that the church voice shall be heard. And as a council, because the council brings together the 14 provinces, we have since initiated a network, we call it Anglican Environmental Network in Africa. And through this network, we are hoping that the work of the church and environmental issues will be more pronounced, will be more connected, and that we will keep learning across the communion on how different churches are doing this work in their own countries. And also at the regional level, like in last year, we convened the prophetic indigenous voices on planetary crisis. This was a webinar that brought together the voices. It just consolidated the voices of how environment or the climatic issues are affecting indigenous people. But also last year, we convened a webinar of the network where the churches shared on what they are doing. And we're looking forward to more and more of this, so that there is more learning, there is more connectedness, and there is the voice is consolidated to speak on these issues. And at this point, really grateful of the collaboration that the Anglican Alliance and CAPA and the Anglican Communion Environmental Network shares in engaging on these issues. Thank you very much.